Thanks for listening to the Career Planning Show, where you discover how to make career choices that are aligned with your talents, strengths, and purpose in life, and how to get your dream job. This show is about who you are, what you were born to do, and how to get there. Subscribe now. We publish a new episode every Monday. Since launching the Career Planning Show, I've been receiving all kinds of career planning related questions. Thank you to everyone who has messaged me at alex@rascanu.com or via social media. I've answered the questions you addressed to me, but I'm also reaching out to a variety of professionals who can provide additional insights by sharing their career journeys and some of the lessons they've learned along the way. Subscribe to the Career Planning Show to automatically be notified about our upcoming episodes. I recently turned 35 and took some time to reflect on what I'm grateful for, what difficult life experiences I've had that helped me become a better person, and the kind of mindset that I need to have in order to make a significant impact in society. Age comes up a lot in conversations with others who are engaged in job search processes. Let's chat about this today. How can we overcome ageism during the job search process? Whether you are 18, 38, 58, or 78, the fact is that if you want to secure a job and then climb the career ladder, you may face a recruiter, a human resources professional in charge of hiring, or a hiring manager who treats you differently than you should be treated simply based on your age. Ageism is the term used to describe being discriminated against due to your age. There's plenty of research highlighting this reality. A study by the American Society on Aging, authored by Helen Dennis and Catherine Thomas, which I link to in the show's notes, explains that, quote, the workplace, as a microcosm of society, reflects the stereotypes and biases that are a part of our national social environment. When age biases negatively affect workplace decisions about employment, termination, retirement benefits, and training and promotion opportunities, age discrimination is in action. Here are 6 thoughts that can help you sidestep age discrimination during your job search. Number 1, keep your skills current by taking online and in-person classes in your area of expertise. Check out global learning platforms like LinkedIn Learning and Skillshare, but also local learning opportunities such as those offered by your local public college, private training schools in the area, as well as public universities. Number 2, keep the work experience you're showcasing on your resume to no more than the past 10 to 15 years, unless you're transitioning back into a field that you've worked in a long time ago. But that's the only kind of exception you may want to consider. Really focus on the last 10 to 15 years at the most. Number 3, be ready to answer interview questions about your age. Employers are not supposed to ask about how old you are, but they might ask a more subtle question such as, how would you feel about working for a manager who is younger than you? If you're asked such a question, make sure you answer it and then loop back to how much value you'd be able to add to the employer based on your experience. Number 4, be flexible. If the employer you're interviewing with is an organization you aspire to work for, one that is well ranked as a top employer in your community and or industry, you may want to be flexible about starting in a more junior role than the kind of role you're qualified for in order to get your foot in the door. Once you prove your value, you'll be able to advance. And the great thing is that if you'll be in the kind of environment that allows for promotion, which you know based on the research you've done beforehand, you'll be in a good spot to be able to advance within that organization. Number 5, stay positive. Keep on applying to jobs. Make sure you apply to 10, 20, or even more jobs per week, depending on how quickly you're aspiring to start your next job. I personally have had portions of time in my life when I was applying for tens of jobs per week for months at a time. I felt qualified for the roles that I was applying for, and yet I wasn't getting the opportunity to even have an interview. I kept on going, and all of a sudden I had 2 interviews that resulted in 2 offers at the same time within a 24-hour time frame, basically. And I had the opportunity to choose the role that I was a good fit for and that I knew that I would enjoy the most. This has happened to me not once, not twice, but multiple times. Even when we feel discouraged, we have to push through the difficult times, believe in ourselves, and get the kind of role that we're aspiring to have. Number 6, reach out to your personal network. I've asked for introductions to hiring managers in the past. Others have asked me to make introductions to hiring managers in the past, and it works. It doesn't work every time, but formally submitting your application for a job via the organization's careers website and emailing the hiring manager directly or via a connection you have within the organization can significantly increase the likelihood of securing an interview and then securing a job. To recap, there are 6 thoughts that I had and wanted to share with you with regards to how to overcome ageism during the job search process. Number 1, keep your skills current. Number 2, showcase no more than 10 to 15 years of experience on your resume. Number 3, be ready to answer indirect questions about your age during the interview. 4, be flexible in terms of the level of role that you're willing to take in the organization, especially if it's one that you'd like to work for the long run. Number 5, stay positive and keep on applying until you secure the kind of role you're envisioning to have. And 6, leverage your personal network. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Career Planning Show. Thanks for listening to the Career Planning Show. We publish a new episode every Monday. Subscribe now via Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or any other podcasting platform. Learn more about the show and submit your career planning related questions at rascanu.com/career planning. That's RASCANU.com/career planning.